AI is the magic money printer. This is the one that sucks people in the fastest. The promise of easy money. You gotta stop believing all the bullshit. Stop letting the myths keep you frozen. AI isn't hype, it isn't magic, and it isn't here to replace you. It's here to give you leverage, to give you clarity, and to give you chances to finally stop gambling and start compounding. You've worked hard for your money. Now it's time your money works harder for you. This is the Profit Protocol, where cutting-edge AI transforms ordinary investors into wealth-building machines. All right, let's get something straight right out of the gate. When it comes to AI investing, most of what you're hearing out there, it's all lies. Because the headlines are screaming, AI will replace human investors, or AI is just another bubble. A lot of the gurus, they say that it's a golden key to untold wealth, and others say it's a scam waiting to just blow up. And you know what that leaves everyday investors with? Complete confusion, skepticism, and paralysis. Because when you don't know what's real and what's fake, you basically freeze. And while you're frozen, the wealthy are still stacking chips, building advantage after advantage. So here's why you're here today. By the end of this episode, you'll know the 3 biggest lies about AI trading and how to spot the hype from the truth and how to use AI the right way. Not just as some flashy marketing gimmick, but as a disciplined system that builds wealth and reduces stress. Because this isn't theory. This is the Profit Protocol. And today, we're busting all those myths. So myth number 1, AI is the magic money printer. This is the one that sucks people in the fastest. The promise of easy money, the idea that AI is basically a slot machine and you plug your cash into it, it spits out a 10x return. And yes, that sounds super sexy. But here's the reality. People who buy into this myth usually lose money, and they lose that fast. And because when you think AI is magic, you just stop being cautious. You stop asking questions. You hand over your hard-earned cash to the latest AI bot. Fully guilty here. That is when things that you thought went viral on TikTok or showed up in some sort of shady YouTube ad. And when it blows up, you're left broke and you're embarrassed. And usually you're pretty angry. And not just at the market, but usually at yourself. Because a lot of the investors have told us that before they even joined Corvado, they lost nearly 40% of their portfolio chasing the so-called AI autopilot bots. And it looks great on a demo, but in the real world volatility, it completely collapsed. The AI wasn't built with any risk management. It just kept chasing trades until it ran off of a cliff. And that's the pain of believing the magic money myth. Now, the truth, AI is so powerful, but it's not magic. It doesn't predict the future like a crystal ball, and it can't guarantee the instant riches. What it does do is it analyzes data faster than you ever could. It'll spot patterns invisible to the naked eye and execute trades without emotional sabotage. But only if it's paired with strategy and only if it's built with discipline. Otherwise, it's just fast chaos. And that's why platforms, especially like Corvado, it doesn't promise fairy tales. We promise automation with intelligence, speed with oversight. So tools that don't just win in the back test, but stand up in the messiness of the real market. So that's myth number 1. Now, myth number 2 is that AI will replace humans. Now, let's just hit the other extreme. The fear-based myth, the one that says AI is coming for your job. Your advisor is obsolete. You'll either get replaced by a robot or you'll get left behind entirely. The fear is paralyzing, and I absolutely get it, because change is totally scary. And if you're an investor or an advisor, it feels like the ground is shifting underneath your feet. But here's the problem. Believing the myth makes people do nothing. They sit on the sidelines. They say, I'll just wait until AI proves itself, which is really just an excuse to avoid learning. And here's the real pain. While you wait, the wealthy are already using AI, and they're getting faster execution, sharper insights, and compounding wins. So by the time you wait and see, well, you're years behind. And here's the truth. AI doesn't replace humans. It enhances them, because AI doesn't understand emotion. It doesn't know what it's like to panic and sell in a downturn. It doesn't feel the stress of watching your retirement account bleed. And it doesn't understand your personal goals, your family, your risk tolerance. Humans do. And that's why Corvado runs a hybrid model. AI handles the speed, the pattern recognition, the execution, and humans provide oversight, wisdom, and guardrails. The best of both worlds. So one client, actually many have told us before, that before Corvado, they were emotionally exhausted. Every night they went to bed anxious. Every morning they woke up checking the futures like it was life or death. And then once they plugged into a system like Corvado, they said, I finally feel free. It's like the system gave me my life back. And that's not AI replacing humans. That's AI empowering humans. Now, myth number 3, AI is just a bubble. Now let's just talk about the skeptic's favorite myth. This is really the skeptic's favorite myth, that AI is just hype. And you've heard it. It's all marketing, another crypto scam. It'll crash just like the dot-com bubble. And yes, I get that. There is hype. There are a lot of snake oil salesmen out there promising the moon. And yes, some AI tools will completely flame out. And that's always true when a new technology emerges. But here's the pain of believing this myth. You missed the boat. You write off AI as a hype, and doing so, you shut yourself out of one of the most important paradigm shifts in investing history, because AI is not going away. It's just not. So just like the internet didn't go away in 2000, yes, 2000, that's it. Just like electricity didn't go away when the first power plants exploded, AI is absolutely here to stay. And the investors who dismiss it, they're just locking themselves into being permanently behind. And so many of the Corvado clients admit they almost passed. They told us, I thought AI investing was just a gimmick, but I finally did realize, as many of them say, if I don't adapt now, I'll always be playing catch up. And after making the switch, not only did they outperform their old portfolios, they admitted the biggest change wasn't even the numbers. It was their confidence. They finally felt ahead of the curve instead of behind it. And that's the real win. Confidence, clarity, and momentum. Because guys, the reality of AI wealth building, let's just cut through the noise. AI, it's not magic money printing. It's not a soulless robot replacement, and it's not a bubble. It's a tool. And it's a powerful one. But like any tool, it's dangerous in the wrong hands and life-changing in the right ones. So we use here at Corvado a hybrid model that takes the best of AI, speed, discipline, and precision, and pairs it with human intelligence, oversight, calibration, and strategy. And that's the combination that works. So that's why our clients don't just see better numbers. They just have way less stress, more peace of mind, the ability to stop living glued to a screen. And what we hear a lot of, which really sums it up perfectly, is I used to think investing was a constant fight. Now it feels more like a partnership. Me, the system, and the strategy all working together. So today, let's just recap what you're hearing and what just happened in this quick episode. You walked in probably hearing the same myths that dominate all the headlines. And you might have felt the pain of those myths, the losses, the fear, the paralysis. If you've fallen into any of those buckets, you know what I'm talking about. And then hopefully you literally saw the truth about AI, how powerful, yes, but only when paired with the right strategy and oversight. And you heard the proof, real clients whose lives and portfolios were transformed when they made the switch. Now that's the journey from confusion to clarity to empowerment. So here's your quick takeaway. You got to stop believing all the bullshit. Stop letting the myths keep you frozen. AI isn't hype. It isn't magic. And it isn't here to replace you. It's here to give you leverage, to give you clarity, and to give you chances to finally stop gambling and start compounding. And for the first time, it's not locked behind a hedge fund wall. It's here and it's accessible. and it's waiting for you to step in. So welcome to the Profit Protocol. Welcome to the future of investing. Don't just listen, level up. Head to Corvado.com now and book your free demo and let AI show you what your money's really capable of.